Hey, how you doing? Coming to you today with a video about sex, drugs, rock and roll, booze, and roofing. Hope you enjoy the video and get something from it. If you're a consumer, a homeowner, a property owner, and you've had roofing contractors out to your house, you know they come in all shapes and sizes. Something you really need to do, though, is educate yourself and be understanding of what is kind of the shady underbelly of especially the roofing industry. So in the state of Texas, roofers do not have to be licensed by the state. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And that's driven by the insurance lobby. They don't want licensed roofers because that means insurance claims are going to have to be paid at a higher rate. I know myself as a roofing contractor, I push for and want licensing because it's going to separate the wheat from the chaff. It's going to separate the beer from the foam, right? What you need to understand, though, is a lot of people end up gravitating toward the roofing industry because you don't have to be licensed. In fact, the Better Business Bureau will allow you to have an A+ rating even if you've got a felony on your record, even if you've got felony sexual assault on your record. You might not believe that's true, but it is. So buyer beware. If your roofer shows up and they've got a runny or bloody nose, they're probably doing some cocaine. If they show up and they're shifty and dodgy and they're all over the place and can't make eye contact, they're probably on meth. If they show up and they smell like booze, they probably got a problem with booze. You need to be educating yourself. And if you're in the roofing industry, don't be offended at this video. Instead, be the opposite of all those things. Show up clean cut, smelling great, looking the part, taking pride in your appearance because that's going to distinguish you from your competition. And if you're a homeowner, I encourage you, when your sales rep comes to your door, if I was you, in your position, I would put the name of that sales rep into social media, see what comes up. If that sales rep is hitting the club every night, you know probably what you're up against. Am I saying you can't have a good time, blow off steam if you're in sales and service? No. In fact, some of the biggest partiers are salespeople. But you got to maintain balance in your life and keep it under control. If you're a homeowner, you don't want to entrust your first insurance check for maybe $25,000 into the hand of someone who's going to go blow all that money on cocaine and strippers. That might sound like a crazy story. That happens all the time. In fact, I get stories from roofing subcontractors where the subcontractor can't get paid for weeks and weeks and weeks for a job they did. Everything went great. But when they pass the strip club at night, they see the owner's truck with the wrapped truck, the dually all jacked up, the $100,000 truck in the parking lot of the strip club, and they wonder, why am I not getting paid? So make sure you educate yourself as a homeowner. Don't believe everything you read on the Better Business Bureau. Do your homework, and what I recommend is that you work referrals if you're a homeowner. Ask your neighbor, hey, who'd you use? Were you happy? Ask your friends and family, hey, who'd you use? Were you happy? And then take this with a grain of salt, okay? But you can ask social media. Hey, friends, social media friends, who do you recommend? You'll probably, if you ask for a roofing recommendation, you're going to get about 500 recommendations in an hour because there are 8,000 roofing contractors in Dallas-Fort Worth alone because we aren't licensed and we are the hail epicenter of the world pretty much. But just watch out for yourself. Trust your gut. Trust your instincts. You know, I feel like I can get a really good read on someone when I meet them face to face, when I make eye contact with them, and when I have a good 20 or 30 minute conversation with somebody. If all I'm doing is closing deals over text messages or I'm contracting with somebody over the phone, I can't get a good read on that person. You as a home owner or a property owner, I would highly recommend that you vet your contractor, that you trust your gut, and that you understand the real challenges in this business. It's a tough business to be in and stay in. Every time it rains, we get calls, my roof's leaking, whatever. There are challenges like every other business. But the lifestyles that are led and lived by many people in the blue collar, especially roofing industries, pretty rough lifestyles for a lot of them, especially the storm chasers. They're traveling from town and city to town and city. They're staying in hotels. They're away from their family. They're hitting the bar every night. These are the facts. This is the landscape that we operate in This is the climate that we're faced with. So just make sure that you go in with open eyes and an informed mind so that you know what you're getting yourself into, so that you are not caught unaware and end up getting taken advantage of. Hope you liked the video. Talk to you soon.